Last session we'll do on this painting, and I'll do my usual doodling with it offline. I'm sure I will not come close to getting it satisfactory for me on this, but again, it's boring. I couldn't imagine you guys watching the last phase of that. So I am trying the whole time I paint through all stages, especially when I have the drawing correct and it's starting to read and I'm getting closer, I basically just fix what's bothering me. There's things that are bothering me and I fix them. And there's a few things in here that are, and I'm going to attempt to fix them. Here there's some white paint that you all probably saw me do it. I sure didn't. None of this is going to be perfect, and I will end up doing a lot of this kind of stuff. I'll mix these little knots and make this look decent, but I'm really wanting to clean this up because it's just bothered me. And picking the right paint here, I have to get it decent. It doesn't be perfect, but what it has to be is opaque to cover. It's got to be opaque. And I'm going to do my best to get that, and I apologize, I'm just going to have to hold this. I hope you're not getting sick. And I'm okay. I don't think I need to. If I had to go over that foot, I would. It wouldn't bother me. Because it's just white paint, right? I just repaint it. It's not a big deal. I'm looking over there. Let's do it. Bring that up a little bit more. And I'll do more of this as I'm finishing it up. And I'm putting more effort into the flooring. There's a little spot here that's bothered me that kind of follows the hump of his back. And if I, as I'm doing that, introduce a little bit of new tone, that's fine. Again, when you put it down, you see it and it bothers you, but once you come away from it, you don't even really see it. There's just so much going on in the floor anyway. All right, I want to leave that little streak there. Better, it's better. I'll keep messing with it. There's more I want to fix here. This arm, too much going on. Let's just go ahead and do it now. No more procrastinate. So I need to shape this, and hopefully you can see, okay. I need to make, and then because it's there, a nice darker edge to that arm. And this I want to make read a little bit better. Soften that a little bit. A little bit more up in here, just so it looks like there's a little bit of transition going on. Soft, 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 soft. again, I don't like to think of that as detail, and it technically is it. Yeah, it's detail. I like to think of it as just information, more information. Let's see if I can pull this off here with this brush. Not a good brush for this, but could that work? That could work. Probably killed a little bit. Shape of the hair. This right here. Not a good brush for this. It's okay. Use the edge. Reads okay. Don't have to draw it perfect. It's just got to subconsciously, because nobody's going to look there. They're going to look at the whole thing, right? So make sure it reads like a pooch. This I'm going to kill a little bit because it's got painted a little bit too much there. Sorry. Time for a drink. Sorry, I'm not polished at this. One thing though I have really, this has been, I very much have appreciated over the last couple of weeks as I've been doing these, is over COVID. I spent so much time, my job is in IT, I sit in front of a laptop all day. When lunch comes around, I've been in meetings. Yesterday I actually had a lunchtime meeting, but I'm in meetings all day long, and then when I get a break and take lunch, I sit in front of the TV and eat my lunch, or I'll sit in front of the laptop and eat my lunch, and this has been such a great avenue away, coming upstairs, and it's good for my brain, good for my body. Really, very, very much appreciated this. I just put a little dark on here just for y'all to get an idea. I'm not going to do much of this painting, but you see there's some darker spots in that floor. It'll create interest. Even down in here, I'll put some little knots, and don't want it to be, I want to take away from Bella, but you see it starts adding some interest. I need to paint this in. I don't know if there's value in you watching that. I want to get the most important stuff for you guys. I do want to warm this up. This has been something I have not been fixing, and I need to be fixing. Let's see if I can just go pure burnt sienna over that and see what happens. Warm that up. I hope that reads. Keep saying reads. Apologize. There are places, and you see how warm that burnt sienna is. Beautiful. And I don't want to put it where I don't see it. But there's some little spots that's going to warm her up right there. It's warm. There's a little spot, I need a spot right there in her ear. That's warm. A little bit of warm right there on that edge. And you can get carried away with this, but I'm really trying to put it just where I see it. Warm, just right there. Burnt sienna, transparent color. It's really good for this. Back. This transition here, warmer. Right down in here. That was my finger popping, if you heard that. Didn't hurt, this kind of was weird. Step away, like that. I don't think I exaggerated it, I don't think. This definitely, this is a good example. Same value roughly, that and that. That's cool, that's warm. That's part of her, that is flash shadow. I need to, I'm so sorry, I keep hitting that. I want to work a little bit, push a little, not push like I'm making it up, but push. What's the word? I want to show the brindling a little bit more because she's got it there. Just the tip of that brush, just the tip of the brush. Brindle. Brindling. I don't even know what the hell that means, but I remember when we got her, they went, "Oh, what a beautiful brindling on that dog." And I'm like, "Oh, is that what you call that? Okay, yeah, it is kind of cool." And a little darker. And what good example. I know there's too much paint on this brush. I know that's too dark. So I'm going to put it down in the darkest spots. And then as I feel the paint coming off, meaning there's not that much paint left in my brush, I will then, that's the magic spot when I'll like, yeah, that's what I was wanting, and I'll put it where it needs to go, just like this. See, there's not as much in here now. And I can, and I just tap it, tap. Is that what's that movie? I know you're saying the name of the movie. Happy Gilmore. Just a tappy, tap. I'm gonna put just a hint of it in here. Struggling a little on this arm here. Struggling a little bit. Kind of messy. A little messy. I think it's because there's a little bit of transparency there, and I just need to go ahead and pick a color, even if it's wrong. And paint over it, cover those areas. That arm's not reading like I want it to read. I think squint down, figure it out, John. You can do it. I think I need to make it a little lighter. I think this is a perfect example because I'm struggling right now, which isn't good. but it is what it is. So where did I take those notes? I put it on the back of one of these. Oh well. So, is it the shape? Is it the value? Is it the edge, quality? Is it the temperature? Is it the color? Those four things. When I'm struggling is when I really stop and go, what do I have wrong here? So one thing I know I have wrong is some of the size of the, there's some value problems. Now I'm going to try to, as I do this, get the temperature correct. I may miss that. But more importantly, remember our order. Drawing's most important, and there may be drawing, may have it drawn bad, and that's what's bothering me. Part of it too is this, I kind of painted up to that, which sucks. But I need to get this arm, I got it too dark up through here. That's not white enough. More better, it's more better. Normally I wouldn't want to take you all through this paint, but this is a good example of how to deal with some of this stuff. I mean, even that's better because there's just so much going on in there. And I see a lot going on, but sometimes you gotta simplify that stuff. Simplify it. Hopefully that'll stay like that. Da-da-dee-da-da. I want to take this up a little bit more. I think I tried to do that last time, but I kind of failed. Bad choice there. Bad choice. Add a little white. More better, more better. Probably bring this up a little. Temperature. Warm that up a little. See if we can get that to turn a little bit. Better? Better, I think so. Now that is not really warm. But it's darker than that. It's not cool, but it's cooler. I mean, it's darker than that, and it's cooler than what's around it. I know my hand's in the way, I'm sorry. Notice how bad I am of using the same brush over and over and over. I picked this brush up to do a job, and now I got it in my hand, so it's on. Not the right brush for the job. A little big, it's okay. Is this important? I think so. Would it make or break the painting? No. It wouldn't. But it would bother me. It would bother me. So we're going to try to fix it. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I enjoy it, because it's fun. It's fun stuff. Just challenging, and it just beats the hell out of sitting in front of the TV. Pink, pink, pinky. Pinky, pinky, pinky. Little bit of pink. Just touch, touch, touch. And so cute. Where else? Is there anywhere else it's pink? Well, yeah, it is. It's right here. It's pink. A little bit of pink right there. Yet a bit of pink. Starting to look like a dog. That's good. So the top of that ear is dark all the way around it, actually. It comes up a little. Comes up a little bit. Not that much. That's close. Close, but no cigar. Take my rag, put a little water on it, and wipe it out. Let it dry. Fix it later. Same brush. Dumb John. Same brush. Wipe it out. Pure white. Soften, soften, soften. Cannot get that. I may have to just take a palette knife to that. Can't get that bright enough. Whew, that's dangerous right there. I hope you saw what I just did, and that's take a big old blob. White paint. Big blob of white paint, smeared it down old Bella's head. I will, when that dries, take this dark and reshape that just a little. But I like that. I needed that bright white. And it'll dull. It'll still dull more than that. And then I'll probably do it again. Whoop. A little too much paint there. Sometimes you gotta lay this stuff on. Sometimes you gotta lay it on. Did I push that? Oh, I did, didn't I? I did. This talking to myself is weird. Won't do it, I promise. Corner of the brush, corner of the brush. Soft. Soften that a little. Bring that up a little bit. A little spot right there. Kind of right like that's good. I know that's not exactly right, but it's all right. What else? There's some stuff going on. And there's something about, and I'm struggling as you can tell, there's something about, there's a highlight here. It's real subtle that I like. There's something going on right there. What's going on right there that I like? Not entirely happy with that, but need to let it dry. See how it does after I let her dry. Switch brush. Daggone it, we're going to just switch brushes. Got a really nice dark here. There's some spots. Some little spots. Spots. I'm not making them up. They're there, I promise. See what I mean by having the right brush. Did a lot of painting there with the wrong brush, and it cost me. I hope at least you see how, at least one way, my way, how you go about, and really just fixing problems is what I'm doing. Is there's things I don't like. This is how I go about. Now, the thing I think that's just so critical is to observe and see it. I said that last time, I think. I see better. I see better, not just paint better. And it's like that nose. There's stuff going on in that nose. It's dark here, it's dark right there, and that's it. It's not the whole nose. It's easy to look up there and go, bam, it's the whole nose. It's an eyeball, it's black. You gotta really, really look for this stuff and be real subtle when you're putting it down. Real subtle, a little darker there. Darker right there. Just little touches like that start making her, don't just mean say it makes her face look better, it makes it look right. I mean, that's just how she looks. She's a beautiful dog. There's no reason for me not to try to paint her all accurate. And I will brindle, up in here again. I'll restate. I'll brindle that. let's call that stroke now the brindle stroke. But I'll go around here and do that stuff. Do this stuff. And I'll just continue to do it. How far are we in now? 30 minutes. You notice how, as the time goes along, we're accomplishing, I would say, less and less, which is good because there's not as much to accomplish. But then it gets to a point where I'm like, I don't want to run y'all off. Because this is where it's like, what the heck's he doing? And I didn't promise this would be exciting. I just promised I wouldn't hide nothing from you. And this is the process. This is it. I don't know why it helps me to say that. And same concept. Just keep touching, making it look like, with the brush. Again, I've never painted a brindled pooch before, but I know how to paint and I know how to mix paint. So I should be able to paint this stuff, right? Maybe a little dark there. Maybe a little dark. Not sure. When you've got that just little bit of paint on the brush, you can just do some good stuff. Everybody wants to go back and reload, and that's important. Selective. Be careful, John. Be careful, John. You can overdo it. You sure can. Because I'm about to. All right. Starting to happen. As you notice, I'm trying to hold on to those highlights as much as I'm able. They may be a little, they're there. There's a flash on Bella, and they're there. Probably had to clean that up. I'm going to paint this in, a few knots and stuff, and I'll keep doodling here with her. But it's as much as I think you all care to see. It's enough of this for you to see how, I would paint an animal or paint anything else. So this I'm looking at, it's a little harsh, this break here. Sometimes you got to step back to see that. And I will continue to work on this and that and all of it. And we'll see the end result next time.